Hi, my name is Amanda. I'm from San Diego. I graduated from UCSD and I got a bachelor's degree in political science. I have worked at elementary schools. I've also worked at Head Start, and then currently I'm working at White Dragon Martial Arts, which is a school that teaches everybody from ages 4 and like as old as 86. That's our oldest student. Um, we teach Kung Fu and Tai Chi. A little bit about how I learned to read. I remember when I was younger, my parents read to me at home, and then also my teachers at school would read to me, and they would usually like point to the word whenever they were reading, so that way I would get familiar with like recognizing the words that they were showing me. Also in school, we would break down prefixes and suffixes, so that way I could understand like the meaning of the words. We also did a lot of like group reading, and then to learn how to write, I remember we would trace letters when I was like 5, and then also we would start it off like scribbling for sentences, but then eventually it became actual words as we learned how to read. I remember first grade was the first time whenever we actually learned how to write a whole page of something, and the way we did that was we did like brainstorming, and then after we brainstormed, we did a rough draft, and then we had some third graders come into our classroom, and then they were like, since they were like the older kids, they read our writing, and then they just peer edited it for us, and then after that the teacher edited it, so that way they would make sure that it actually made sense, and then after that we did a final draft, and it was really cool. I remember we used to do like a lot of pretending to like write our own books, and like we would actually like cut up the paper and make it book form to make it more fun. Some memories that I remember about like interacting with literature is when I was younger, I used to pretend to read whenever I was about 5, and I knew like some words, but I wouldn't know all the words, so I would just kind of like make up the story as it went, or I would like, after my parent or my teacher would read the book to me, I would try to like repeat it as best as I could to my memory. I also remember I would read along with audio tapes, and we would sing a lot of rhyming songs, which helped with literature as well. These experiences have shaped me as a reader and a learner because I remember whenever I was younger, we would always look at literature as something that was very adventurous, where you would read about different stories that would take you to different places. And so it really got me to be excited about reading and being excited about like going on an adventure and learning more information about the world. And then same thing with writing, is you would kind of create your own thing, even whenever it's not like creative writing. In a way, I feel like writing is just creative in general because everybody has their own style, and so everybody's writing is unique. I see myself as like someone who just can absorb information that is interesting to me. Sometimes there's readings that I don't find particularly interesting, so it's more difficult for me to actually absorb whatever knowledge I'm reading. I do really enjoy reading informational things because I like to learn a lot more about the world. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and hi to all my classmates. Nice to meet you. Just so you know, I'm filming inside of my car because there was a pipe that broke in my house, and we have like these really loud fans. That's why I had to film in the only quiet place that I had, which was my car. So thank you. Bye.